Omnichannel for Customer Service is an add-on to the Dynamics 365 Customer Service Enterprise or Customer Engagement Plan. The digital messaging offer lets customers connect anytime, anywhere, and on the channel of their choice. These channels include live chat, WhatsApp, WeChat, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, Line, SMS, and other channels. Agents can handle customers from these many different channels in one seamless experience. In addition, Azure bots are easy to add and optimize. These bots can handle routine, repeatable customer requests and free up agents to handle more complicated requests. They also support handoff to human agents in Omnichannel. Not only that, but the bot can act as an agent assistant during a conversation and can offer additional insight or information based on the customer messages. Bots can be authored through code or with Power Virtual Agents. Power Virtual Agents are Microsoft's code-free bot development platform. The Power Virtual Agent allows you to implement the transfer of the conversation to a live agent by inserting the Transfer to Agent node at the appropriate location in your conversation topic. However, Power Virtual Agents are out of the scope of this video. In this video, we will dive into configuration of a bot and the necessary Azure resources, integration of the bot in Omnichannel, bot capabilities, and escalation to a human agent, along with a few post-escalation scenarios. We will not be going over how to author a bot in this video. Just a few notes before we get started. In order to integrate a bot within Omnichannel, you will need an Azure subscription, a Dynamics 365 license, and a bot that is built using Microsoft Bot Framework and registered with the Azure Bot Service. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's jump right in. In Azure, navigate to the Microsoft Bot Framework bot registered with Azure Bot Service. Go to Settings and fetch the Microsoft App ID. You will need this later. Ensure that the Teams channel is also enabled for the bot, as Omnichannel requires this. Next, you will need to create a new app registration in Azure Active Directory. Navigate to the Azure Active Directory, then to App Registration, and select New. Type the display name you would like for your bot and register. Then copy the application ID. You will need this for the next step. Now we will integrate the bot into Omnichannel. The first step is to register the bot as a user. In Advanced Settings of your Dynamics 365 application, go to Security, then Users, and add a new user. Ensure you are adding a new application user. Fill the application ID from your app registration step, type the name of the user, and the primary email. This email can be a dummy email as the bot agent will not use this. The user type is a bot application user. Next, you will paste the bot application ID from your bot framework bot fetched in the first step. Save. After the bot user is saved in the system, manage the user roles and add the user as an Omnichannel agent. After adding the bot as an Omnichannel user, it's time to add the bot to the Omnichannel conversation flow with other human Omnichannel agents. Bots can integrate with a human agent in different ways. One scenario is to have a bot and an agent in the same queue. In this instance, a bot acts as an agent, and we do not need to add special configuration other than to add the bot to the same queue as the agent in Omnichannel. Another scenario is having the bot and agent in separate queues. In this case, the bot can escalate the conversation with the customer to an agent for various reasons, such as when the customer request has surpassed the bot capabilities. Let's apply this second scenario to Omnichannel. I have already created a workstream and queues in Omnichannel. However, I need to add what are known as context variables and routing rules. Context variables give us access to context passed from the conversation to Omnichannel services. Routing rules determine which queues to use and when. This particular bot sends a variable called bot handoff context in the handoff context object during an escalation scenario. For more information or sample code, you can visit aka.ms/bfhandoff. Back to our scenario, we need to add this variable name to the workstream context variables. Next, add routing rules for the bot and agent queues. For this example, the bot will always be the first point of contact for a customer. When a bot handoff context does not contain data, route the conversation to the bot queue. Add a condition statement to reflect this. As stated before, the bot adds a value to the bot handoff context variable during an escalation scenario. Therefore, when the bot handoff context does contain data, route the conversation to the agent queue. Add a condition statement to reflect this as well. Now, we're ready to start a conversation. Here we have a Microsoft support website from the customer's perspective. This chat widget is connected to the bot we configured in the previous step. In this example, a customer wants to know about upgrades for their laptop. The bot responded to the customer inquiry with an adaptive card showing a knowledge article that the customer may find useful. After the bot has resolved this customer inquiry, it seems the customer has another question about scheduling an appointment at a nearby service center. The bot can help the customer with this issue. Not only does it know the nearby location, it also suggests available appointment times using suggested actions that the customer can select. The customer then asks about billing. Since the bot is not equipped to handle a complicated issue with potentially personal data, the bot escalates the conversation to a human agent. This bot notifies the customer of the escalation with a message. Switching to the agent view, there is a notification in the Omnichannel for Customer Service application. The agent also has desktop notifications enabled, so if they are away from the app, they can still be notified. The agent already has an ongoing conversation. However, because of Omnichannel's multi-session capability, starting and managing other conversations is simple for an agent. The sessions show up on the left-hand side as session tabs. Once the agent accepts the conversation, the agent can see the full conversation between the bot and the customer, as well as an agent-specific message containing the issue summary. In addition, the agent can see the customer sentiment at the top of our chat window, which indicates the overall customer satisfaction and will continue to update in real time as the conversation progresses. The agent also gains a 360 view of the customer. This view includes previous conversations or cases the customer may have had, as well as a contact card and other various information about the customer. If the agent is unsure how to handle a customer issue, they can view an agent script on the right-hand side of the screen to guide them through the scenario. The agent can also interact with the Smart Assist bot if they need help through the scenario. This agent assistant bot is listening to the customer messages and displays potentially useful information that the agent can use to solve the customer issue. This customer is having some issues receiving their refund. The bot finds a knowledge article that many refunds are currently being delayed due to maintenance. The agent can select this article to send to the customer. Once the agent has handled the customer issue, they may want to get post-chat information about the overall customer satisfaction. If a customer agrees, the agent can transfer this customer to another bot designed to gather information about the customer experience. Overall, bots can enhance a customer and an agent experience. They are easy to implement, and they integrate well with Omnichannel for Customer Service. For more information, visit botframework.com.